Welcome back. Let's dive right into this toy hunt. So we're starting off here at a Walmart, and as you can see, they had the Mega Bloks Talon Fighter on clearance. So if you're looking for that, go pick that up. This place was fully stocked with their Mega Bloks. They had a lot of new ones that I had never seen before, as well as, the classic ones you do see around, like that Talon Fighter has kind of been hanging out. Now, this series of the Mega Bloks He-Man's figures, I had never seen in person before. It was really cool to get to check these out. The paint job on Evil Lyn, I thought that was a different, unique choice. But my favorite of the bunch had to either be Stinkor or Fakor. Both of those figures were great. They did a great job paying homage to, their classic character toy, but also, doing that Mega Bloks fashion. It comes to the wrestlers, they didn't really have anything too spectacular. They were fully stocked up on the basic line. As far as that goes, I really did like the Kofi Kingston they had. It was a pretty good version of Kofi Kingston. But when it comes to the elites, they only had one elite figure. And it was Maverick, so yeah, nothing really special there. Big shock here, that Walmart only had the 4 figures I see every other place in existence when it came to the Retro Motu line. If you follow the channel, you know that Transformers isn't something I collect, but I thought it was pretty cool here with the War on Cybertron figures, seeing some Beast Wars. The Beast Wars is a line that I think is pretty cool and pretty unique, and I like being able to check those out in store. I always like checking out the NECA figures, and I had an epiphany the other day, or just really a question for NECA. Why do they use such cheap cardboard hooks on those things? I mean, everything about NECA is high quality. I would love to see some high quality hooks on there, some plastic perhaps. Now, as far as Black Series go, they had one Black Series figure, so I saved that here till the end. Mandalorian's hot. I understand it's hard to keep that stuff in stock, but I would love to have seen some more of that. This was perhaps one of the most pitiful collection sections of half-price books. Usually I can go in there and see some cool stuff. This one was pretty bare bones, basic, dried up. It had a pretty cool Kenner Aliens figure. It had tons of Star Wars Power of the Force 2 stuff. But other than that, there wasn't really much there to see. Now, as far as the Dollar Tree goes, I've never actually done a toy hunt there before. I've never had a reason to. Now, they just put out a new toy line called Final Factions. It's really interesting. It reminds me a lot of the vintage style toys. I picked up the aliens and the robots from this line. But they have, people too, heroes and villains. And it just was really cool. It reminded me a lot of the vintage toy lines. And when's the last time any of us were able to get a halfway decent toy for $1? I mean, it really is a good value, and the toys are pretty fun. The second Walmart we hit up was mostly a miss, but it did have this Man-at-Arms right there. Like I said, I don't see him a lot. We have the Ghostbuster figures here. I went forever without seeing those in my area, but recently I've seen them at 2 different Walmarts. They had some 6-inch on clearance for only $11, this Lando, as well as these 2 Marvel Legends figures. I have yet to see any of the Carter G.I. Joes, but they had the Cobra Hiss Tank as well as the All Striker. I've seen the All Striker out and about before, but never the Cobra Hiss Tank. Really nice to be able to have that as an option. Moving on the Target here, we're going to start off in the standard NECA and Funko section. They were pretty well hit for NECA. They only had those few Funkos, but they had some hidden away in another section, which I found later, and we'll go look at those. As far as WWE figures go, I thought this Bray Wyatt was really cool. They had 2 of him. They had just a very small selection of the basic line. But for the elites, they had quite a few. I like the Ronda Rousey there. Kevin Owens, I don't really watch wrestling all that much. He doesn't really do it for me. I like Kofi Kingston. It's pretty cool to have him there. Now, for the Legends line here, they used to have the Ultimate Warrior, which I thought was awesome. They since had sold him. But, you know, I do like that they actually had Elites in stock. I don't really collect the Elites, but I know a lot of you guys do. And I love being able to show them off for you. If there are any other toy lines out there, guys, that you collect and you want me to hunt for and look for and show off in my videos, let me know down in the comments so that I can do that for you. Also, while you're there, hit the like button, please, and hit subscribe as well if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any awesome toy content. I also found these Pixar Remix figures. I did not know they existed, but I thought they were super cute and I had to show them off in the video. The Jurassic Park section was not near as good as it usually is here. This Target that I'm shopping at usually has just packed full. They've been hit pretty hard. They did have some key pieces though, but usually this place just has a ton of selection. So while it still was, pretty good, it wasn't like it used to be. I typically don't check out the Hot Wheels section with the die-cast cars. However, I'm looking for that new Land Speeder Hot Wheels car, and I stumbled across these little die-cast figures and thought they were super cool and wanted to share them with you. Now I was able to stumble upon some more Funko Pops. I picked up that Wienermobile Pop actually. But yeah, so these weren't with all the other ones for some reason. Now we're at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Good stuff, cheap. That's their slogan. If you've never been there, they sell just kind of like the reject toys, the stuff that didn't sell well in regular stores. And they have a few vintage collection here, but not a ton. I've heard of other people finding great selections. That's never been the case in my area. They had the Resistance toys though, which I thought was pretty fun. That is a line I never really got into. I do think they have some cool figures from it, but I've just been delegating my resources in other areas. Now, my local Fibo has recently received a remodel. With that remodel, however, the toy section didn't get much better. They're still holding out on those same Last Jedi figures that they've had forever. I understand that their toy stock kind of fluctuates and changes all the time, so it is worth me still going to check out to see what they get in. But for now, I'm not really impressed too much. The toy section has gotten smaller, although the store looks a lot nicer. Now on to my third and final Walmart. This one is the one I had the best luck at. Now I didn't find anything incredible, but I found some great clearance. This Walmart did not have their Marvel Legends on clearance, but it just had Domino. That's the only one they had. However, they had this Halo section that was fully loaded. Halo is a game that I grew up playing. It was one of my favorite games. It's the reason that as a kid I chose the Xbox system over the PlayStation after I switched over to the newer consoles after PlayStation 2. They also had the All Striker, but they did not have the Hiss Tank like the other Walmart did. The Landos here were hung up on all different priced pegs, but they were only $11. It also had a Snoke chilling out there for the vintage collection. The WWE section had been hit extremely hard, didn't really have much to show off. Now the Transformers, they did have a few things, nothing crazy, nothing special. Like I said though, I had not seen these Ghostbusters figures for a very long time, but now they're popping up everywhere for me. Now, they had tons of the Motu figures. I dug through all the pegs, hoping to find something cool like an Orko. But to alas, no. I would love to find a Scareglow or an Orko, but I've just given up hope on those pretty much. Now, the Iron Giant here and the Forbidden Planet robot were both on clearance for $15. I think that is a great pickup. I had the Iron Giant in my cart, but when I checked his electronics, his chest wasn't working So I put him back on the shelves. I don't open them. Perhaps if you're an opener, it was just batteries. But for me, I didn't really want to take that risk. This Walmart also had some NECA figures that I hadn't seen out and about for a while that I'm going to show you off here. Just again, same question I asked earlier. Why isn't NECA giving us some like nice plastic hooks? For instance, this Pennywise is super cool, but the hook was ripped off, so it just sat up top there. That's going to wrap this video up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and may the force be with you.